يا أيها الذين آمنوا ادخلوا في السلم كافة ولا تتبعوا خطوات الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين.
الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور انفسنا ومن سيئات اعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له واشهد ان لا اله الا الله وحده لا شريك له واشهد ان محمدا عبده ورسوله. أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدى هدى محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. After praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and sending immense greetings and salutations upon the final Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, we find there are many affairs in the teaching of Islam that at times when people begin to practice these affairs which go against the mainstream practice of Islam, that the person can unfortunately leave the fold of Islam. These elements which the ulama collected inside their work of aqa'id or belief is generally given a title of Nawaqidul Islam. Those things that nullify your faith, your creed, your belief and take you out the fold of Islam. Amongst possibly one of the most famous works that was written was by the Shaykh Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab, talking about the 10 things that nullify one's Islam. That if a Muslim begins to practice these actions, then a Muslim will unfortunately leave the fold of Islam, will become a disbeliever. Amongst the practices that we find which are dangerous at times, some of us Muslims may even unfortunately find them trivial. وعلى رأسهم, the most important thing or the most dangerous corrupted thought that we find is al-ishraku billahi subhanahu wa ta'ala, to commit shirk with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the various forms that we find. If a person persists upon this action as a Muslim, will leave the fold of Islam. And that's defined in Surah An-Nisa, two identical verses, but the ending is slightly different. إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَغْفِرُ أَن يُشْرَكَ بِهِ وَيَغْفِرُ مَا دُونَ ذَلِكَ لِمَن يَشَاءُ. Indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive every sin that you commit. But if you die upon committing shirk, then you will not be forgiven by the Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Likewise, we find Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions as Surah Al-Hajj, the parable of shirk is that the individual who is fallen down from the heavens, or the bird snatches him, or the wind blows him away to a place, a faraway distance. Here the ulama begin to discuss that why is this parable given inside the Quran, that shirk is like falling down, كَأَنَّمَا خَرَّ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ, as if the person is falling down from the heavens. Or the bird snatches the individual, or the wind blows the individual away to Makanin Sahiq, a faraway place. Why is such a similitude being mentioned? One of the plausible answers is وَالْعِلْمِ اللَّهِ سُبْحَانَهُ وَتَعَالَى الشِّرْكُ لَا يُقَرِّبُكَ إِلَى اللَّهِ سُبْحَانَهُ وَتَعَالَى. Shirk does not bring you close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some Muslims, they think that we make these intermediaries, we make these wasa'il, we make this tawassul, it will bring us closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's exactly what the people who worship the idols used to say. مَا نَعْبُدُهُمْ إِلَّا لِيُقَرِّبُونَ إِلَى اللَّهِ زُلْفَى. We only worship these deities to only bring us closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Likewise today many Muslims, they believe to do certain actions will bring them close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's what the Quran mentions towards the end of Surah Yusuf, وَمَا يُؤْمِنُ أَكْثَرُهُم بِاللَّهِ إِلَّا وَهُمْ مُشْرِكُونَ. Most people believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but their creed, their belief is tainted with shirk. And then we find the most powerful ayah inside the Quran, inside Surah Al-Ma'idah, verse 71 and 72, my memory serves me correct at this stage. Allah Ta'ala mentions about those individuals, إِنَّهُ مَنْ يُشْرِكْ بِاللَّهِ فَقَدْ حَرَّمَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ الْجَنَّةَ وَمَأْوَاهُ النَّارُ وَمَا لِلظَّالِمِينَ مِنْ أَنصَارٍ. إِنَّهُ مَنْ يُشْرِكْ بِاللَّهِ. Whoever commits shirk with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَمَاتَ عَلَى ذَلِكَ, dies upon that, فَقَدْ حَرَّمَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ الْجَنَّةَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it haram for that person to ever enter into paradise. So when people say these people who worship graves, to come to the relics, come to the Salihin, come to these people, leave them alone. Let everyone come in their own way to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is dangerous. And like when some people try to say that this da'wah is a call of a certain people, a certain regime. I'm sure you're familiar with the word da'wah al-Wahhabiyya or Najdiyya, whatever you want to make these claims. This is the da'wah of the Quran. The Quran is saying, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying himself subhanahu wa ta'ala, إِنَّهُ مَنْ يُشْرِكْ بِاللَّهِ فَقَدْ حَرَّمَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ الْجَنَّةَ. Simple. The Quran says you die upon shirk, you live a life of shirk, you are not going to enter into paradise. So you want to go against that, you are challenging Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the first dangerous thing that a person dies upon that, to leave the fold of Islam. Likewise, whoever judges by other the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whoever defames the Quran, defames the Sunnah, defames the Messenger, speaks ill of Islam, whoever turns to another, believes that a person has more understanding of Sharia better than the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. All these elements that the ulama discuss in great detail that take the person out of the fold of Islam. But an average Muslim may not do that. The average Muslim may not at times speak ill of the Sunnah. There are many Muslims in general who do respect the Sunnah. They may not implement it in their life, but in general they have this reverence, this respect, and this love and this devotion, even if they lack in respecting it. Like many Muslims know the importance of the Sharia of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be governed and to be ruled, etc. Many Muslims may know that. But there's a certain action which concerns us today, that unfortunately, nearly every other home, you find that they are involved in this sin. This sin, min al-kaba'ir, amongst the major sins, if a person enters into this sin and practices this sin, will leave the fold of Islam. That's what we're going to discuss today. Just try to find other elements, a person leaves the fold of Islam, the person begins to practice this, begins to indulge in this, will leave the fold of Islam. That sin I'm going to mention is a sihr, is a practicing of magic. As you find, unfortunately, all the way from the subcontinent, all the way to the African nations that you find, all the way to the other side of Far East, you find magic is a common practice, not amongst non-Muslims, a common practice amongst Muslims. And a person who begins to practice this action, as we mentioned, is treading on eggshells. It's not our task. No one should take our word and say so-and-so is definitely a disbeliever. It's not the task of an average Muslim. All that we can highlight, the person commits shirk, then it's very dangerous. The person commits kufr, very dangerous. As for the average Muslim to come and overstep the mark and say this person commits shirk or mushrik, that person is clearly mushrik, or person commits kufr and say he's clearly a kafir, it's not for us to do. We're not in the parameters to make judgment. All that we can warn people that these actions are very dangerous. In a hadith that you find ما رواه Imam Bukhari and Muslim inside the Sahih, اجتنبوا سبع الموبقات. Stay away from the 7 deadly sins, the 7 destructive sins. And the companion asked the question, وَمَا هُنَّا, what are these deadly sins? What are the 7 destructive sins that we should stay away from inside our lives? فَقَالَ رَسُولُ صلى الله عليه وسلم, that these deadly sins firstly are that we should stay away from, أولا الشرك بالله, to associate partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then secondly mentioned was sihr. Then he mentioned magic. And then the hadith begins to talk about the other elements about the other destructive sins that we mentioned. We'll just mention, just to refresh our memory, that we find وَقَتْلُ النَّفْسَ الَّتِي حَرَّمَ اللَّهُ إِلَّا بِالْحَقِّ, to kill an innocent individual without any justification, أَكْلُ riba, the devouring, the eating of riba that we find usually at the moment it's common practice once again, unfortunately amongst Muslims, وَأَكْلُ مَالِ الْيَتِيمِ, the eating of the wealth of the orphan, وَالتَّوَلِّي يَوْمَ الزَّحْفِ, turning away on the day when the two armies when they meet, وَقَذْفِ الْمُحْسَنَاتِ الْغَافِلَاتِ الْمُؤْمِنَاتِ, to blame innocent believing women, attribute for them committing immorality, etc. These are the 7 deadly sins. Here the ulama begin to discuss that why straight after a shirk has magic been mentioned? Why is not the order mentioning something else? Why does it go straight from shirk? Does it enter directly into magic? I remember the goal of the ulama is to explain the Quran according to that which Allah bestowed upon them from extracting the gems from the Quran. There is always a link between certain verses and certain ahadith and certain words that exist. For example, Allah mentioned وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. Your Lord has decreed to worship only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and then show goodness to your parents. There's a lot بين الآيات. ربط بين الكلمات. There's a link between the words and ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A good Muslim, the one who worships Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is one who does what first and foremost? Any part of the Quran, any student of the Quran recognizes that fact. Believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala means then showing goodness after that towards whom? Your parents. You cannot separate the two. You cannot be sahib al-ilm, a person of ilm, and your bad characteristics, bad behavior, bad conduct. You cannot separate the two. A person sahib al-aqidah, sahib al-khuluq. A person of good aqa'id, good belief, good conviction is a person of good character and behavior as well. As the Quran mentioned, وَأَحْسِنْ كَمَا أَحْسَنَ اللَّهُ إِلَيْكَ. Show goodness to people that Allah has shown goodness to you. So likewise in ahadith, there's a link inside ahadith. Why are certain words mentioned together? Why are they not turned around? So here the ulama mentioned the reason why. Amongst the reasons why sihr and magic is mentioned straight after shirk is the only way to enter into real magic is via isti'mal al-shayateen, is via committing shirk. You have to believe in the devils, you have to use the devils to enter into the real world of magic and sorcery. And the only way to do that is via committing shirk with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As when you highlight those people involved inside this black magic, etc., they begin to work with the devil. Many of these people, they think that the devil or the jinn is working for them. And you go and study what the devil makes them do. The only way to gain the obedience of the devil is what these people, they think that they've gained the obedience of the devil. In fact, the devil has gained their obedience. You have become subservient to the devil. The devil will tell this person to defame the Quran, to burn the Quran, to even possibly Allah forbid urinate in the Quran, to revile Allah, to revile the messenger, to do all types of weird exercises in the dark and practices, drink blood, filthy animals, all types of corruption. The jinn will say to the person, do this, and then I will serve you. But in essence, you are serving the devil. The jinn will come and maybe do a few things, and the person thinks that they've gained possession. The only way the person gains the respect of the devil is by doing these practices on a continuous basis until the devil begins to do a small thing, and this person thinks that they possess control of this individual. Likewise, we find the second reason why it's mentioned straight after shirk is a person begins to make claims of al-ghayb, the unseen. The person begins to make claims that they begin to see certain things or understand the unseen or predict the future or to remove certain hardships, etc. So this is once again challenging Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No individual knows what the tomorrow will hold, what will begin to take place. It is only speculative knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to a certain degree bestowed upon the individual, that seeing the clouds, seeing a pregnant woman, a person can depict or see or to analyze or to scan that the person is about to give birth or the rain is about to come down. As for the accurate knowledge about life and death, about what will take place for sure, no one knows that. So when these people, they come and they begin to make these bold claims, this will happen and that will begin to take place, this is treading in the unseen and claiming knowledge of the unseen. Likewise, I mentioned these individuals who may know that Jinn wal Taghut. These people believe that Jinn wal Taghut. If you go read the tafsir of this ayat, Surah An-Nisa, you find the ulama begin to discuss what are these people, what do they believe in? they mention الجبت بمعنى قال عمر الجبت بمعنى يعني السحر. These people believe inside magic. والطاغوت بمعنى الشيطان. وقد قيل أن معنى الجبت الكاهن, the soothsayer. And we find الطاغوت هو الساحر, the magician. وقد قيل أن الساحر بلسان الحبشة. The meaning of Jibt is a magician in the Abyssinian language, and Tawhut is al-Kahin, the soothsayer. This is what we find inside the books of Tafsir, what these people that they believe in. And thus we find that the punishment of a person who begins to practice this action inside the Sunnah of Imam Tirmidhi, Haddus Sahih, Darbuhu bis-Sayf. The punishment of a person who commits magic, commits sorcery, is that person is to be executed with the sword. Some of the fuqaha mention, even the person repents, you still execute him. If he comes and says that I repented, I no longer deal with magic anymore, I'm no longer going to do sorcery in my life, some of them go to the view, still execute that individual. Because you know why? This individual has been treacherous throughout their life. This person has been deceptive. He's a liar, full of tricksy, being a trickster, being duping people, being dajjal, conceiving people, or creating corruption upon the land. This person, we can't trust this individual. So if he may claim to be speaking the truth, we don't believe it on face value. We still execute him, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala judge this individual, as we mentioned by the words of the fuqaha about such an individual. Likewise, we find in the tafsir of this ayah, so to be satisfied, Umar, he wrote a letter to the people, commanding them that أن يقتلوا كل ساحر أو ساحرة. Kill any female or male magician that you find. Then they mentioned, قال فقتلنا ثلاث سواحر. We killed 3 different magicians that we caught. So you commanded the people, if you find anybody carry out sorcery and magic, then you should go and execute this individual. Likewise, his own daughter Hafsa, radiallahu anha, she executed a magician, a female magician, who tried to perform any sorcery and magic upon her, radiallahu anha. And before we go into delving into, as non-Muslims like to come and say, oh look, at these people are trying to say we should execute and terminate and kill the magicians, etc. What does their own faith say about the practice of magicians and the practice of sorcery? It's not too long ago, we're going to read their sources. If I even according to their own sources, is we mentioned that people was known as witch hunting. They would actually go and catch those people practicing sorcery, practicing magic, and they were to be burned on the stakes. They were to be executed. They were to be terminated. That was their faith, which was instilled inside their own books and the practice that they used to carry out in themselves. Likewise, officially, Judaism and Christianity categorize magic as forbidden. Witchcraft to be forbidden, and anybody who practices this will be prosecuted according to their own teaching, etc. So we're not here to go around and say go and kill the various magicians, etc. We're just highlighting what our Sharia says and what existed before inside the law that was given to these unique individuals. As for magic, as we mentioned, the only way to gain or to enter into the world of black magic is via making a pact with the devil. He used to work with Shaitan to enter into the world of the deception of black magic. And as we look according to the Quran and the Sunnah, that the word magic and the essence of magic, where does it come to? That's why I mentioned that sihr, and it comes back to the word sahartu sabi, bima'na khada'tuhu. I tricked the young boy, I deceived him, I did something from him, and I tricked him. He was not able to make a distinction or to see what I was doing. Likewise, asluhu min al-khafa. The essence of sihr, of magic, is something which is hidden, which the eyes cannot visualize, min al-takhayyulat, from any deceit and deception and hiding that we find, because many of these people who practice magic that we find will do it in the realms of darknesses, in the realms of secrecy, whereby the person cannot officially visualize them. So that's why the person who begins to practice magic stays away from people, goes in a state of secrecy and hiding and begins to hide. Many Muslims, they believe or they think that whoever performs the magic, we need to actually go and find that magic whereby it's written. And when we find it, we can then destroy the magic. This is partially true. If you don't find where the magic is placed, you can still remove the magic. You don't physically need to find the magic and take it and burn it or destroy it and recite the Quran upon it. That's why many Muslims, they think we have to physically find where it is. So when it comes to the person who's involved in trying to remove the jinn, etc., and such individuals, they want to physically know where is the magic. Where can I find it to remove it? This is not true. You don't need to find the magic. where it's been placed. If you find it, alhamdulillah, you can remove it quickly. If you don't find it, there's no problem. You still carry on using the teachings of Quran and Sunnah to remove it. Likewise, many Muslims, they believe that the only way to remove this magic is to give certain information to the person who's going to remove the magic. For example, you come to an individual who's involved in removing magic or whatever it may be, and the person says, tell me your mother's name, etc. Anytime a person asks for information of such nature, you do not need to disclose it. A golden rule. There is no proof inside the Quran and the Sunnah that a person who is performing the removal of magic or removal of ayn or removal of any hardship needs to know your mother's name. They say, oh, it's for us to gain the information. They don't need to even know your name. A real Raqi who uses the Quran and Sunnah does not need your name. Doesn't need your name, doesn't need your mother's name, doesn't need your date of birth, doesn't need anything. The minute the person asks that, this person is involved with the jinn. Because he's going to go and enter with his qareen to go and seek and delve from his database information about you. Likewise, the person quotes to you information you was just sitting all of your own. You sat down one day, you began to laugh, you saw something, you smiled, you cried. No one is inside that room. And this person narrates to you that you've done this on this day. No, for fact, this person is dealing with the jinn. Stay away from such individuals. If this person says to you, bring me a crocodile's head. Billahi alaykum, where can you find a crocodile's head inside this country? Tells you to bring some strange substance. He says, okay, if you can't bring it, we'll ship it over from another country for you. Then know for a fact, this person is just a con. You don't need a crocodile's head to discover if someone's done magic upon you or not. Even your shirt. You don't need to give your shirt to an individual for them to discover. Anything about the Muslim should be kept away from such type of individuals. When they ask for clippings of your nails, they ask for strands of your hair, they ask for drops of your blood, they ask for your clothing, you don't need it. You don't need it. That is the most authentic view. Anytime a person begins to ask for such elements, then know for a fact this person has begun to delve into the world of the jinn. Either this person is working with the jinn, or this person has gained control of the jinn. Somebody who claims to be pious individuals and say we use the jinn to help us. It is not allowed in the Sharia to control the jinn. The only individual in control of the jinn was Sulaiman alayhi salam. And he prayed to give me a kingdom that no one had power over that kingdom ever after me. And that's when the Prophet Muhammad was given to him. He could have taken that control of the jinn. But what did he do? He remembered the dua of Sulaiman alayhi salam, and out of respect, what I mentioned, out of respect, he let the jinn go. And as he would have controlled the jinn on a far greater scale than even Sulaiman alayhi salam. Because out of love and respect for his brother Sulaiman alayhi salam, he dropped it, he let it go. Apart from that, no individual is allowed to control the jinn. Even if the jinn becomes Muslim, he comes underneath your guidance, the real teacher sets him or her free. The real teacher sets it free, says to it, go, leave this land, go to Makkah and Medina, don't worry, you don't need a visa or passport for these individuals to travel, just go and live somewhere else. But the teacher says, I've controlled the jinn works for me, the jinn helps me, the jinn brings things to me, and the person begins to open their hands and money comes out their hand. The person begins to talk to you about things that happen hundreds of miles away, begins to express feelings about somebody who's sitting a far distance, land is talking to him and telling you this is what they're facing at the moment, and you pick up the phone and you speak to them, that's what they're facing. This is all istiqrar of jinn. It's all the use of the jinn. The Muslim stays away from this. Many Muslims are looking for a quick fix. They want to be cured instantly. And as many of these individuals, when they do cure individuals, they have committed shirk. That's what they do. They tell you to sacrifice in the name of an idol. You don't know the name. They tell you to sacrifice in the name of so-and-so. They tell you to sacrifice in the name of the jinn. You know what happens? You do that, the jinn leaves the body. The jinn leaves the body and begins to do what? Begins to laugh. Because you know what you've done? You've done the ultimate sin. Inna shirka la dhulmun azim. You've committed shirk. That's exactly what the jinn wants. The jinn wants you to commit shirk. The disbelieving jinn wants you to commit shirk and will leave the body. And that's when this person makes that jinn leave the body. Everybody says, oh look at this person. This person is a specialist. This person can remove the jinn instantly. Let's go to this individual. Sometimes instantly the person is able to read the Quran and remove the jinn. But sometimes the jinn could be inside your body for how long? 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 40 years, 50 years. Sometimes it could be a whole family of jinn inside your body. 3 jinn, 4 jinn, one could come out and leave. The others remain. So you think it's removed. There is no instant cure. It's a life of patience. of control, returning back to the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, making azkar, doing those things we have to do on a daily basis that many average Muslims don't want to do. Most Muslims don't want to read Ayat al-Kursi after every single prayer. Most Muslims don't want to recite Ayat al-Kursi every night before they go to sleep. And if you read Sabab al-Wurud, the reason of this hadith inside Bukhari by Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu, regarding the hadith inside Ramadan, whereby he placed to be the treasurer, to look after Baytul Mal, the wealth and the property that was given to the Prophet Muhammad in the blessed month of Ramadan, and then to give it out to the poor individuals. Abu Hurairah was placed there to control it, to look after it. In the evening, a person came and began to rumble around and began to steal some food. Abu Hurairah caught him. He said to him, what are you doing? You know this wealth, it belongs to Muslims, it's going to be given to the poor Muslims. He began to say, look, I'm a poor man, I've got a poor family, leave me alone, I will never come back again. So Abu Hurairah, like a human being, felt sorry for him, said, you can go. In the morning, the Prophet Muhammad said, what did your visitor do last night? How does the messenger know that this individual came last night? This is revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said to Abu Hurairah, he's going to come back again. He's going to return again. If the Prophet Muhammad said something, that means it's going to take place. وَمَا يَرْتِكُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. He doesn't speak of his own desires. Whatever he speaks is divine revelation. So now Abu Hurairah is vigilant the second night. The person comes again and he's stealing something. Abu Hurairah catches him again and says to him, look, I thought you said you're not going to come back again. Again the person began to wail and cry and say, look, I've got a poor family, I'm destitute, I'm poor, I'm broke, I'm homeless, I have nothing. Once again, Abu Hurairah lets him go. Guess what happens again? The messenger says he's going to come back again. So the third night he becomes even more vigilant. He said, tonight I'm definitely not going to let this individual go away. The right individual comes, begins to steal, he catches him again. He said, I'm not going to let you go today. He said, I promise you I'll never ever come back ever again. And I will teach you something from the Quran. I will teach you something that will protect you. If you recite it every single night, it will become a shield, a barrier for you, and protect you from the jinn and from the devil. You know, the Sahaba, they were harifs. Anything from the Quran, they wanted to learn it. They said, okay, tell me what it is. He told him, every night you go to sleep, أعظم الآية في القرآن. The most powerful and the greatest verses of the Quran, from Surah Al-Baqarah, if I'm not mistaken, verse 255, is Ayat al-Kursi. Read that every single night when you go to sleep, and the jinn and the devil will never ever trouble you at night. The person goes away. In the morning, when the Prophet comes and meets Abu Hurairah, he discusses with him what happened, what took place. He says to him, that what did he tell you? He goes, this is what he told me. He goes, he spoke the truth, even though he is a compulsive liar, habitual liar. The person who's speaking, you spoke the truth on this one occasion, but his habit is to lie throughout his life. Abu Hurairah is taken aback. Who is this person who's spoken the truth? Do you know who you're speaking to for the last 3 nights? You were speaking to the devil. The devil told us, if you want to protect yourself every single night, is read Ayat al-Kursi. Is that difficult to do that? Do you need an imam to come and tell you to read Ayat al-Kursi? Told us to read the final 2 ayat of Surah Al-Baqarah before we go to sleep, and it will suffice in the evening. Told us to recite Surah Al-Ikhlas, Surah Al-Falaq, Surah Al-Nas. Read it before you go to sleep. Read it 3 times, blow it upon your hands and rub it upon your body. Simple. Simple solution, simple method we mentioned. We have to turn to somebody to come and to read and to recite, come into the home. Read Surah Al-Baqarah inside your home. Don't make your homes become like graveyards. Read it inside the home. If you cannot read it, play it inside the house. It will keep the devil away. But many of us, because we don't know what to do, we don't know how to protect ourselves, we turn to other sources. We turn to these people who come and make up their own need, who make up superstitious beliefs. Even the wearing of ta'weed, amulets that you find. Many Muslims wear it. They think it protects them from evil. Go and open up the amulet. If you have one today, bring it today in the public. Open it up. And I guarantee you, most is nothing but mumbo jumbo. 90% of the people with ta'weed, it contains nothing but junk inside there. It may just mention the name Allah, Ar-Rahman, that's it. You say, oh look, the rest of it is all digits. It's all square lines, it's numbers, it's stars, it's things turned over, all types of junk and rubbish inside there. People say this is supposed to be an amulet. If you wear an amulet ta'weed, the only thing the ulama have allowed it contains the Quran. And even then there's ikhtilaf. Even then there's different opinion, are you allowed to read the Quran? Man wukila ala shay, faqad ashraka. Whoever places even their trust upon that thread, whoever places their trust upon that, faqad ashraka, has committed shirk. We're not weak Muslims. You have a thread inside your car to protect you, a thread in your exhaust, a thread inside your house, Ayatul Kursi hanging down to protect you. Oh, no wonder it's bad luck, because then I have Ayatul Kursi in my pocket today. That's what us Muslims are, such superstitious, weak individuals. I didn't dig salam outside the grave today, or I didn't walk past the masjid and bow down appropriately. These are all superstitious beliefs. That's what a Muslim is. A Muslim is a strong personality, a strong belief. وَمَا هُمْ بِضَارِّينَ. They're not going to harm any individual, except for via what? The permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the aqeedah of a mu'min. No one can harm you, no one can trouble you. The whole of mankind gathered together to benefit you, they can never ever benefit you except for that which Allah has written upon you. The whole of the world comes to destroy you, to harm you, to create something upon you, they can never do it unless it's been already destined by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the belief of a Muslim, simple belief it is. Simple conviction inside their heart. That's a person doesn't fall into a trap of what these individuals trying to create. Even the Quran mentions inside Surah Al-Falaq and Surah Al-Nas, it mentions وَمِنْ شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ فِي الْعُقَدِ. Those witches, female sorcerers, who blow into the knots. They blow into the knots through their magic. There's an element of truth. You find that the doll of hope needs and the doll that person feels the pain. It exists. We're not going to deny that fact. There's elements of people that delve into the world of black magic and they can physically begin to harm the individual. But our harm is only via the need and the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The more the person strengthens their creed and their belief, it begins to weaken that magic. Even the Prophet Muhammad was affected. And we find that the individual tafsir of these two surahs of Mu'awwidhatayn that we find, this individual practiced magic. All it made the Prophet Muhammad think that he done certain things or not done them. But they don't come over him. They don't overpower him to such a degree that he lost his senses. And likewise, many Muslims, when they are possessed with the jinn or magic is done upon them, some Muslims don't want to believe in it. They believe it's all to do with the brain cells. The many psychiatrists, that's what they believe. So they put them inside a mental institute. If you go to the mental institute, I'm a few times been inside, I know that the mental inpatient, but they go and see certain individuals, and what do you find? You find many of these people are there because they're being possessed by the jinn. And what do the medics do? They are not able to come with a cure, so they drug you. The dosage of drugs that they give you is very, very powerful. It begins to put the body to sleep. So when a person is frustrated with the jinn, the person is given certain strength is given to them. It becomes visible. But they don't believe in that. They believe this is some contraction within the body, some chemical release that begins to create this physical strength is given to them. How can a small child be given the strength of 4 or 5 men? How is that possible? These are signs of possession. But they will quickly just inject that child, inject that woman. And what happens? The body, it collapses. The body goes to sleep. The body goes to sleep, so naturally the jinn goes to sleep. Or the jinn becomes silent. That's what begins to take place. Then again it continues to begin to inject that individual. That individual becomes brain dead. Becomes in a vegetative state, becomes a vegetable. Their brain becomes dead. The objective of those people, what they want to do is destroy that individual, has been achieved. This person is lying there in a mental institute. But we as Muslims believe there are clear signs of possession. If a person begins to speak in a strange language, a person begins in the sleep, begins to see nightmares, evil creatures, scorpions, dogs chasing them, snakes, ripping them apart, has sleepless night, stays for hours on end inside the bathroom, begins to weep and cry, has mood swings, has physical pains inside their stomach, inside their chest, convulsion of their chest while they're walking, loss of their speech, moving of their eyes, reddening of their eyes. All these elements that were conducted social sign, there's elements of magic and sorcery and even a jinn inside that individual. And as a Muslim goes to those individuals, trustworthy to go in and try to remove this. This is a disease. This is a test for that individual inside there. Likewise, like many Muslims, or some Muslims begin to believe the concept of black magic and white magic. As you find what they find in today's world, in the modern world of Harry Potter, then you fighting the dark sciences, and you find there's good magic and bad magic. Kullu sihr haram. All magic is haram. There's no black magic and white magic. Black magic is the dark evil forces, and white magic is the soft magic, which you use to protect yourself from black magic. All forms of study of magic are forbidden inside the Sharia. You cannot study magic to defend yourself against magic. As we mentioned, the only way to learn magic is by doing haram things. or via entering into the Jinn. As for illusions and tricks that you find that people begin to do, that's something else. Even that, ulama said, is not allowed. That's why the people of Musa, and when they came, and what they do? They will deceive the eyes. They deceived the eyes of the people, the things that they were doing, to making the snakes look like the sticks that they were moving, etc. That's what Musa, when he threw down his staff, and his staff became the bigger serpent, and it began to eat, gobble up all the other serpents, then what happened? All of these magicians, they recognized this is not a magician. This must be a prophet. And they all bowed down. And they all submitted. Because they were using deception, they were using trickery. That's if you take me and many of his works, and you read especially his work, Al-Furqan, Bayan Awliya, Shaytan, Awliya Rahman, Al-Furqan, the criteria between the friends of Allah and the friends of the devil. And then he talks about these people who are supposed to be, claim to be awliya of Allah. Awliya of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala don't live in a disheveled state. Don't live in jungles, don't live in caves, don't walk about in a state of nudity and in a bad state, don't eat and drink. That's what our people, we think. We think the more the person is in like this downtrodden, is like this, he must be close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's nonsense. ألا إن أولياء الله لا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون الذين آمنوا وكانوا يتقون. Awliya of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those who believe and those who fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The criteria we mentioned about awliya, they are muttaqun, they are pious individuals. At any time a person claims to be wali of Allah, goes against the Sharia, فَهُوَ كَافِرٌ. He's a liar. This person, stay away from him. Any time the person goes against the Sharia to try to cure you or try to do something, don't trust that individual. Because real awliya of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, firstly, they don't even disclose that they're awliya of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They don't disclose it, they don't boast about it. That I'm a wali of Allah, come to me, I will cure you, I will help you. Just like today you find these cards, or there might be some cards placed in our cars now, you go outside now, isn't it? That I'll cure you, if you have impotency, if you have problems, you're married, problem, lack of wealth, recession. Well, maybe you should go and see them, isn't it? This country went through major recession. And that's another thing to ask these individuals, they can tell you everything. But if you ask them about what's the solution about Iraq today, what's the solution of Afghanistan, what should you do in Syria today, you know what they say? Oh, don't talk politics. But then you can have a child like this, I'll bless you with this, I'll do this for you, I'll do that for you. But when it comes to the real suffering of the Muslim Ummah at that moment, oh, I don't know, I don't talk politics. Strange, isn't it? So you can cure everything else around you, but you can't cure the problems that they're facing on a daily basis. So these individuals are just tricksters. These are people who are liars, people deceived by the devil. That's what the people in Taymiyyah they entered this debate by these individuals. They wanted him to walk through fire. That's what people think. You know, if you do something strange, you must be a wali of Allah. These are all Hindu rituals, brothers. Don't understand so harsh. Hindus do that, climb the ropes and stand there. You think, oh, that's not a criteria. The criteria is the Quran and the Sunnah. Criteria isn't David Copperfield flying through the air, or Houdini coming out of the cement, breaking himself out of cement and coming out with all those chains around him, or David Blaine with people. Most people might be using the gym, whatever they've been. Doing whatever actions that they do. That's not a sign. That's not a criteria. So what did he say to this individual? Because he became a very smart, intelligent individual. He said, no problem, we'll both together walk through the fire together. But there's one thing that we have to do before we walk through that fire in the morning. In the morning, we have to take a bucket of water and we wash ourselves in public. We take the water, we pour it over our bodies, and then together we walk through the fire. Person refused. You can tell me, I said, why are you refusing? Why don't you wash yourself and get into the fire? Because he had taken the slime of the frog and made it just like you find certain fibers and optics, you find the fireman where to go through the fire. He'd taken it and rubbed it over his body. So that would minimize the pain. He should walk through the fire, so people say, look, he's walking through fire. He must be a saint of Allah. So some of it's only trickery, it's deception. So he came and said, wash your body. We'll both wash our body, we'll walk through the fire. Obviously then the person refused to walk through the fire, because now they're being exposed. So many individuals define the same will chop a person in half. So what did one of the companions do? When he saw a person doing this, he chopped him in half and said, right, bring yourself back together again now. So when you see these, the people chopping off the legs and then the body is there, and then they bring it back together again and show that the person is normal, then you chop them in half in real life and say, now bring them back together again. So much of this illusion, imaginary that we find is also deception. It's also forbidden inside the Sharia to go down this path. So the Muslim should be vigilant about this. Muslims should be thinking about how they cure themselves. Just like you find in the world, you go to the best doctor, the good doctor to cure you. Don't just go to any individual who just says a few things, starts reciting things you don't know. If at any time the person begins to recite things you don't know, stay away from that individual. If a person begins to recite Quran, all of us can understand the Quran today. There's a difference about what ayat to read, what not to read, what we can read, etc. But in general, if a person reads the Quran and you hear the Quran, because it goes from one person to another person. Like I mentioned, some people use certain ayat from the Quran, find it more powerful, whether it be from Surah Al-Jinn, or the ayat talk about Sulaiman alayhi salam, or another place inside the Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, etc. Different Rafis have different experiences that they use. They use certain ayat to affect the jinn or to affect the magic. But as long as it's the Quran, you can hear this person reciting the Quran, for the haraj, there's no harm upon that. But as soon as the person begins to recite something you don't know, you can't tell, no, is this the Quran? What is this person saying? You need to stay away from that individual. And like as I mentioned about Ta'weed, with these people that place inside there, many of the people that go there, how many young individuals are wearing Ta'weed? And they say, my mother gave it to me to protect me from doing any haram in my life. And guess what? Friday night in the club, drunk, stoned, rushing. You say to them, brother, you said this protection from not doing any haram. You do every haram underneath the sun. And then you're saying that this is supposed to stop me from doing haram. It's supposed to protect me. So this is our belief, this is our creed. Person shouldn't be wearing these things and feeling it protects them from haram. Person takes physical steps to change. Physical steps to protect yourself from haram. And likewise physical steps to cure yourself. Most of these Muslims tell you to pray 5 times a day. Oh, that's daunting, isn't it? They don't want to pray. They don't want to come to Fajr in the morning, make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They want to come to another person and say, you pray to Allah for me. Or I'll pay you the money and you pray for me, you cure me. No, that's not the cure. فَفِرُّوا إِلَى اللَّهِ, flee back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Protect yourself with adhkar salah, reading the adhkar inside the morning, in the evening, at night when you go to sleep. Be regular in prayer, read the Quran. Read the translation of the Quran, understand the Quran, implement the Quran, live by the Quran. These are all ways that will minimize the person to affect you. And likewise, you find jealousy. What do you find inside our culture? Oh, you didn't get married to your father's daughter, that's what we're going to do voodoo upon you. Isn't it? Look at us, living in a modern 21st century world at the moment, living in the UK. But what do we find? You didn't get married to so-and-so, you didn't get your Mr. Hair there, voodoo coming from 1,000 miles away, isn't it? That's our people. These people are stepping upon eggshells. In our country, what do we find? You go there before palmistry. Come and read your hand. We'll tell you what's going to happen to you inside the future, isn't it? Come to the crystal ball. Read astrology that we find. Reading your star signs. All of this is shirk with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Coming to the crystal ball or talking to the dead. Coming to the Ouija board. You know, human being, curiosity killed the cat. We like to get marveled with these things. You know, oh, the person's going to call my parents and speak to my parents. You're only speaking to who? You're speaking to the devil. The devil will take on the voice, take on the image, take on your parents. Your parents are dead, finished. End of story. Anyway, let his dunyas die. They may come into your dream and they may tell you good things. That's possible, that's plausible. That's it. But as you to believe to sit there with a Ouija board and the room goes dark and suddenly your voice starts speaking to you, that's nothing but the jinn. But as our Muslims have become as well, they want to go into the world of the supernatural, think you can enter into that word and find out, read my hand and say, oh, that line means I'm going to be rich. But you know what, we all got that line. If we all put our hands together, we all have that same equal left. Palmistry is forbidden. Like whoever visits a kahin, whoever comes to a soothsayer, whoever comes to a fortune teller, and believes in that individual, or just visits him, that individual, their prayer will not be accepted for what? For 40 days. That doesn't mean you give up praying now. It means there's going to be no reward. Imagine that just by going, curiosity killed the cat, just by going there and thinking that maybe I should ask the person, what's going to happen to me in my life? Your prayers will not be accepted for 40 days. No reward for your prayers. That's how harsh it is. So we as Muslims should stay away from these elements. About whether we're going to be rich, we're going to be poor, whether I'm going to be happy, whether I'm going to be sad, whether this is going to happen to me, can I avoid this in my life? I've seen in my own eyes. I remember years ago as a young boy, an elderly woman who suffered from Down syndrome. I mean, a lot of people suffer from Down syndrome, their facial features are slightly different. The people used to believe this woman was given revelation. I saw this with my own eyes when she would become hysterical because she was She was handicapped, she was disabled, she had a mental dementia, she had a problem, Allah alleviated her problem and she passed away. But our people believe that she was actually being given physical revelation. So when she became ballistic and she began to shout out and say things, you look at those people suffering Down syndrome, they do have mood swings. Our people believe that now revelation is given to her, she's going to predict something about me. I saw this with my own eyes. And I used to think, what is this? I saw people with my own eyes taking the pictures of saints. These are Muslims. And doing what? Throwing perfume on their faces. Throwing perfume in their faces and saying, this is a wali of Allah. I've always been a rebel in my life. I said, what is this? They said, oh, you don't understand. What do you mean I don't understand? You've got a person's face in front of me, like a Hindu throwing perfume on his face and saying, this is a blessed individual. I said to him, one simple question. Did this person pray in their life? Yes, they did pray. Then they stopped praying. Why did they stop praying? Because they started living in a jungle. They don't need to pray anymore. They've come so close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they don't need to pray. That's what they call you deal with ilm al-zahir, you got ilm al-batin. You deal with external knowledge, you got internal knowledge. This is not exaggeration. I met many of these individuals. Time for salah, we say to them, study Maghrib, pray Maghrib. The person say, عندي مكان خاص. لا أصلي في المسجد. I don't pray in the masjid. I've got a special place I go and pray. Where do you go and pray? I أصلي تحت الشجرة. I go and pray underneath a tree. Who lives underneath the tree? The jinn. That's the place where the jinn lives, underneath the tree. That's why we don't go and urinate underneath a tree. That's one reason why the jinn possess the human being. If you urinate under a tree, that's where they rest. The jinn will possess you. You throw hot water out the window. He could land upon the jinn who could possess you and come back and seek revenge upon you. And as we take in the jinn out, many times the jinn would say, when a person asks a question, why did you enter this person's body? They would say, this is why I entered the body. This person urinated upon me. This person threw a stone and put me in my eye. They popped my eye out. Now I'm taking revenge. Just like a human being. You can harm a human being. The human being will say, I'm going to come back and seek revenge upon you. Likewise the jinn. The jinn will come back and take revenge upon you. So the Muslim is vigilant about their actions, about their practice. In general, they have their own word. They are separate from us. And we have our own word. But when you begin to enter into that word, you begin to harm them, they begin to harm us. And the harm that they can do to us is far more dangerous than the harm that we can do to them. Unless a person is stagnant, is constant upon the Quran, upon the Sunnah and the life, that will give them success throughout their life. And the jinn will become scared of such individuals. That's when you read the Quran, it burns them. The Quran burns them. That's what you say to them. If you don't stop reading the Quran, you find that we're going to burn you with the Quran. And that's the jinn. It weakens the jinn, and the jinn eventually is overcome and begins to lead that individual. So my personal advice to all of us, brothers and sisters, to stay away from these individuals. We send our women folk to strange men. Even if a person doesn't walk there, you find, well, I mentioned, you don't need to even touch the woman's body, you don't need to touch her head, you don't need to touch anything, you need to perform reading the Quran. We send our women folk to strange individuals who so-called people reading the Quran, opens up doors of fitan, doors of fasad. There should be a mahram with the woman, should be somebody with the woman to go in her home, to sit with such individuals. Many these individuals are jinsters. They're conning people, they're full of fitan and fasad, etc. Or these people don't pray on time, they don't pray, etc. inside the masjid, don't pray in jama'ah, don't pray inside the congregation. Who's giving them the leniency? Who's giving them the leniency to stay away from the common folk? To stay away from the people. But the people who are the honest individuals who carry out these practices, they live amongst the people, they work with the people, they treat the people, and they give you the right remedy. They tell you to stay away from riba, tell you to stay away from devouring usury, stay away from interest, tell you to stay away from the selling of alcohol, selling of haram, living a haram life, become punctual in your prayers, read the Quran, study the Quran, live according to Sunnah. That's what a real teacher does. That's what a real scholar does to the people, teaches them. Stay away from these elements, and this will help weaken the effects of magic and sorcery, etc. You find? So may Allah give us all the tawfiq and ability to protect ourselves in the appropriate manner inside this dunya, and return us back inside the akhirah as blessed individuals. وأقول قولي هذا